G'day friends, Miloa here. Today we are doing conflicting priorities. Let's go. Oh, I'm still in previous flashpoint. Alright, now we can do it.
Welcome to the party, Commander. Not much of one today, since everyone is busy rushing around.
We're receiving countless requests from across the galaxy. Most are handled simply enough.
Yeah, but some of those asks are draining our supplies as fast as we get them. Hypermatter, people, ammo, even food. It's getting hard to keep up.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Get more of, well, everything. People, ships, fuel, time. You know, the easy stuff.
We simply have to do more with less. We have some proposed solutions, but there are recent developments that we should discuss first. Sana Ray and I, along with the members of our force enclave here on Odessen, have kept a watchful eye for any further signs of Valkorian's influence.
I really miss the days when dead people stayed dead.
We are hopeful. The force feels different, lighter somehow, as if Valkorian's very existence was a weight that none of us recognized. Our enclave, the Voss, I'm told that even Satil students have felt the change. It seems our ancient enemy is well and truly gone. Unsurprisingly, anyone sensitive to it felt that shift. The question now is, how do we proceed?
Do you have a recommendation?
I suggest keeping the members of our enclave vigilant for any sign of him. Best not to take any chances.
So, on to the Mandalorians. It's a pretty crazy time for them. Shae Vizsla's taken down half the Darmanda on Meksha, but hasn't gotten any closer to this Field Marshal Cole. Indigo never was a hands-on manager. Probably didn't even know his people were involved.
As promised, Jakaya Ordo has been aiding our operations in Shae's place. Despite the turmoil in the clans, he's helped us secure escorts for our cargo shipments.
That's good to hear.
Going back to the numerous requests we've received for assistance from our allies across the galaxy, we have a potential solution. We already employ a number of incredibly skilled and resourceful individuals who could likely handle these requests, alone or in small teams. Additionally, between my contacts and Theron's, there are a number of outside assets we could recruit to fulfill our allies' needs. As we've done before, if those assets prove useful, we can bring them into the fold officially. A sort of field test, if you will.
I get the feeling you already have one of these tests in mind.
Naturally.
Our first situation is on Balmorra. They're prepping a big shipment of turbo lasers for a Republic base on Corellia. Problem is, the imps know about it. They're gonna ambush the shipment. Admiral Ago has someone in mind for the job. Resistance fighter from Balmorra. He's a Twi'lek, goes by the name Zenith, really hates Imperials. Figured he'd love to ambush the ambushers. So, we give Zenith the info about the shipment, he does his thing, everyone walks away happy. Except the imps, I guess. What do you think?
Have Baywan reach out to Zenith, and we'll go from there.
Great. I'll let the Admiral know he can get started.
I believe that's it for today, Commander. I'll let everyone else know what was discussed. Thank you for your time.
Commander, just got an interesting message from Master Nosdaral.
What did he say?
Just that he wants a meeting, right away, with you, and only you. Preferably in the most secure space we've got.
I wonder what happened. Nostroral isn't usually so secretive.
Yeah, surprised me too.
All right, get the operations room prepared. I'll wait for Nostroral there.
Will do, Commander.
Hello again, my friend. Please forgive me for putting this all together on such short notice, but it was too important to wait.
Glad to see things are going so well around here.
Arn, I'm surprised you're here without Tao.
She wanted to be here, but she was called away at the last second to assist some civilians on Balmora. She said to keep an eye on me.
How's the Jedi training going?
It's fantastic. I'm learning so much. I think I've finally hit my stride.
We really should get on with the meeting. We don't have a second to waste.
Is everything all right? It's like you've seen a ghost.
An apt observation, but it wasn't me who saw the ghost. This is Erin Lanier. Master Satele connected us. She had interesting news to share.
Welcome to Odessen.
Thank you. I wish I were visiting under better circumstances.
Aaron lives on Dantooine. There's an abandoned Jedi enclave there with an untold number of ancient relics and artifacts. It would spell disaster if they fell into the wrong hands. Unfortunately for us, Darth Malgus just walked right into those ruins.
Malgus? Are you sure? Nobody's seen him since the Meridian Complex.
I'm sure. I sensed Malgus before he even set foot on our soil, and I saw him. I followed him right into the Enclave.
Is Malgus still on Dantooine?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't hang around there for long. Something felt very... different about him. There was no way I could face him on my own. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm not the fighter I once was, but Malgus, it's like he's just as powerful as the last time I saw him. More powerful, even. Someone more capable needed to know what was happening, so I ran before he could figure out I was following him. Packed up my family and went straight to Master Satele.
Well, I didn't expect Dark Lord of the Sith infiltrates ancient Jedi ruins to be on my agenda today.
We need to figure out why Malgus chose Dantooine, and for what. Master Nostoral, how do we handle this?
General Daerun is on standby. He's ready to deploy military reinforcements, if necessary. But he and I agree that we should keep this quiet. We don't want to cause a panic on Dantooine, or let the Empire get wind of what's happened.
What are you suggesting?
Search the Enclave and find out what Malgus was doing there. Arn has studied those ruins before. He can back you up.
Were you listening to anything I just said? It'll take more than the two of you to bring Malgus down.
When these two faced Malgus on Corellia, they nearly defeated him for good. If Malgus is still in those ruins, they'll be ready for him.
Are you sure about this, Arn? Can you handle it?
We have to do something. I can't just let you go in there alone.
If you're determined to do this by yourself, at least let me get you to Dantooine and point you in the right direction once we've landed. I'll be waiting by the shuttle.
I'm glad she's offered to help. She knows Dantooine and Malgus, and she'll do whatever it takes to ensure her family's safety. But remember, Erin Lanier was once a Jedi, but she is no longer part of the Order. Her only responsibility should be getting you there and back safely.
I'll keep that in mind.
We should get going. We wait too long, and I doubt there will be anything to find in the Enclave.
We're almost to Dantooine, shouldn't be much longer.
You said you could sense Malgus even before he landed. How is that possible?
The day he and I fought on Coruscant, I could feel his rage and disgust with every attack. It was like nothing I'd ever felt before. It was suffocating.
You fought Darth Malgus?
A long time ago. It's not something you forget. I'd know his presence anywhere. And I'm sure Master said...
I don't have too much on the roleplay.
Stick to the plan. Empire or no, we need to get in there and look for Malgus. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
What's waiting for us in those ruins, other than the Imperials?
Debris, collapsed tunnels. After the enclave was destroyed, no one was able to fully rebuild it. It's been ages since anyone tried. After so long, I can't imagine there's much left in there.
A lot of local wildlife use the ruins as nesting grounds. Does that count? We need to take out the patrols before they let their buddies know we're here. Don't want them catching on to how we're getting inside. Here it is. This should get us inside.
Great. Not that I doubted you. Let's keep our eyes peeled in there.
Agreed. What was that?
What's going on? Sure. What?
I don't...
Me?
What happened here?
She's right. No.
I can't believe they would...
I don't...
All right.
Looks like Malgus riled up more than the wildlife. Lanier, how do you know so much about what happened here? I thought you didn't concern yourself with Jedi business.
The Jedi don't wipe your mind and make you forget everything you learned if you leave the Order, you know.
Wow. Not anymore.
If it...
Let us through, and
You're... Feel my wrath, worm! This will hurt, worm! This will hurt, worm! I'll crush you all! I'll crush you all!
Deploying grenade!
Disgusting insect! I will end you! I'll crush you all! This will hurt, worm! Oh, we're just getting started.
I'm just getting started! Deploying grenades!
It's Colonel Gola.
I'm sorry.
So what will...
If you tell
I'm no...
Her wo-
You don't have to
What?
Keep moving. We need to figure out which way to go. Then
Should we...
No, he because it's not those
What?
for
does
I
not
don't.
What?
we go.
You obviously don't have a problem killing Sith.
Was that in doubt?
I'm just curious. If we find Malgus down here, or wherever he's run off to, what will you do?
I don't know. We need to find Malgus first.
Right. You should know. The last time I faced Malgus, we swore to kill each other if we ever met again. I plan to follow through on that promise. I'm sorry. I should have said something earlier.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Doesn't look like there's any other way forward.
Look at this door. Whatever the Jedi kept in here, they didn't want anyone seeing it.
Too bad for them, because judging from these lightsaber burns, someone got inside. Recently.
Then let's see what's in here. Stop right there.
Did you do this? Weren't these people on your side?
Don't be stupid. They were dead when I found this room. Such a shame. If only Lord Malgus could have found any semblance of concern for the Empire, he might have spared my people.
You think Malgus did this?
Don't tell me you're surprised. I knew Malgus was looking for something to break the ties that bound him to Empress Asina, but I never dreamed he would go this far.
What do you mean?
He was controlled by our Empress, compelled to carry out her orders. Malgus wanted to destroy those chains at any cost, even if it meant killing loyal servants of the Empire. Malgus is nothing like the mighty Sith I have served and admired. Noble heroes like those I've known seem to be a dying breed. I've seen many strange and terrible things in the Reclamation Service, but one thing is always consistent. Those who wield the Force will go to any lengths for power. The atrocities that happened centuries ago in these very halls are proof of that. People like you and I will pay the price, as people like your friends here climb over us.
That's not true!
Hold on. Something's not right. Let's go, before we find out what it is. Forget about him. He's not who we came for.
I have faced things you couldn't fathom in your wildest nightmares. Nothing you threaten me with can scare me away from my duty. But if you wish to abandon your foolish efforts, I could be persuaded to give you a head start.
You better get out of here now. You won't get another chance.
I'm afraid that's not an option for me. Or for you.
For the Empire! This place will be your tomb. Do not underestimate my droids. Turn up the heat, shall we? This is what happens to those who defy the Empire.
This is nothing. You are nothing. No! There's more to learn. This can't be the end.
I told you to go, but you wouldn't listen.
True enough.
No!
What's wrong?
Whatever it was I felt earlier, it's happening again if we don't... Commodore!
Your friends can't hear you. If you were truly in the presence of Darth Malgus, you would have been dead before you drew your shameful excuse for a lightsaber.
Why are you doing this? Where is everyone?
I am not doing anything. Everything you see is because of you, Aaron Lanier. I remember how the Jedi were awed by your ability to feel emotion through the Force. I never imagined you were powerful enough to glimpse an imprint left behind by someone's presence.
Left behind? Why would you leave something we could use to track you down? Getting sloppy in your old age?
Use whatever you like. I hope you succeed in finding me. It will be the last thing you ever accomplish. I've done something no other Sith could achieve. I've broken my chains. No one can stop me. Not the Republic, not the Empire, not you.
Maybe I can't stop you, but you are not invincible.
Perhaps not. But you won't be able to put your theory to the test. Do you really think you're the only one who saw me come here? There were many who did. I made sure of that. But you were the only one who did what I wanted. You brought the Alliance commander to these ruins. A shame that your reward is to die with her. I would have much preferred to kill you in person. I did give my word.
Lanier, what do you...
Go! Now! Or we all die!
What are you...
Get out of here! Go! If you're all ready, let's get started. I didn't know we had guests.
Since we're discussing business that could affect our ability to rebuild the Jedi, I thought it best to invite some of the Order's most important representatives. Tao is eager to hear about what happened on Dantooine.
That I am. I'm sure it's quite a story.
Nice to see you, Tao. I'm glad you could join us.
I'm happy to be included.
This is Master Sal Daren. She's been instrumental in tracking down former Jedi and identifying potential additions to the Order.
I look forward to working with you. Someone with your particular skills and assets could play a crucial role in many of my plans.
I look forward to doing great things with you as well, Master Sal Daren.
And this is Master Vinyor Tesh, one of our most diligent stewards of Jedi libraries and archives.
Before we begin, I must speak plainly. I don't believe we should include anyone in this meeting who is no longer a part of the Jedi Order. Or was never a part of the Order to begin with.
You're kidding, right?
Absolutely not. We're here to discuss matters that could change the fate of the Jedi forever.
But you wouldn't even be having this meeting if it weren't for the two of them. We need allies, so with all due respect, Master Vinyor, turning away anyone who's willing to help us right now would be a big mistake.
Fine. They can stay.
Anyone else have concerns they'd like to share?
It doesn't sound like they do.
Remember, you are all here because of the part you play in restoring the Jedi, regardless of your rank or title. Now then, please tell us what happened in the Enclave on Dantooine.
That soldier from the Reclamation Service, Colonel Gola, the one who tried to kill us. He said something about Malgus looking for a way to break his ties to Empress Sina. Whatever Malgus did down there, it worked. He's not bound to the Empire anymore.
Don't forget the display case we found smashed to bits. I think Malgus might have taken something from the Enclave.
Angola escaped. I'd bet every last one of my credits that the Empire knows everything we do.
That is troubling. Any one of the relics that were hidden in that Enclave would be deadly enough in Darth Malgus's hands, and now you say he's untethered. Arn, you and I will comb any records the Jedi still possess about the Dantooine Enclave. We must do everything we can to identify what Malgus took. Master Vinyor, we will need your assistance.
Consider it done. I can start searching files immediately.
I'll also need everything we have about the Ossus library.
Why Ossus?
This isn't the first time Malgus has stolen a relic. On Ossus, after Malgus left me for dead in the library, I saw him flee with something. A tome? I couldn't be sure. Everything was in such chaos, and we hadn't finished cataloging the library even before the Empire attacked.
I'm glad you mentioned this. Malgus is starting to follow a pattern.
My thoughts exactly. At first, I didn't see the relevance of what happened on Ossus. Sith steal artifacts all the time. But now...
If Malgus is ransacking Jedi ruins, we should deploy forces to any place we suspect he might go. I'll speak with General Daerun immediately.
Thank you, Master Sal Daren.
I'll begin compiling our records in the Dantooine Enclave. I should have something ready as soon as possible, Master Nostaral.
After all that, we're no closer to knowing where Malgus has gone.
Don't worry. That will change soon. In the meantime...
We get ready. And when Malgus decides to show himself again, we'll be waiting for him.
Well, that concludes today's adventure. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.